A View from the Bridge, a play in 2 acts, written by Arthur Miller, read for you by Weirdo Fries. Act 1. The street and house front of a tenement building. The front is skeletal entirely. The main acting area is the living room, dining room of Eddie's apartment. It is a worker's flat, clean, sparse, homely. There is a rocker down front, a round dining table at the center with chairs, and a portable phonograph. At the back are a bedroom door and an opening to the kitchen. None of these interiors are seen. At the right, for stage, a desk. This is Mr. Alfieri's law office. There is also a telephone booth. This is not used until the last scenes, so it may be covered or left in view. A stairway leads up to the apartment and then further up to the next story, which is not seen. Ramps representing the street run up stage and off to the right and left. As the curtain rises, Dewey and Mike, longshoremen, are pitching coins against the building at left. A distant foghorn blows. Enter Alfieri, a lawyer in his 50s, turning gray. He's portly, good-humored, and thoughtful. The 2 pitchers nod to him as he passes. He crosses the stage to his desk, removes his hat, runs his fingers through his hair, and grinning, speaks to the audience. You wouldn't have noticed, but something amusing has just happened. You see how uneasily they nod to me? That's because I'm a lawyer. In this neighborhood, to meet a lawyer or a priest on the street is unlucky. We're only thought of in connection with disasters, and they'd rather not get too close. I often think that behind that suspicious little nod of theirs lie 3,000 years of distrust. A lawyer means the law, and in Sicily, from where their fathers came, the law has not been a friendly idea since the Greeks were beaten. I'm inclined to notice the ruins and things, perhaps because I was born in Italy. I only came here when I was 25. In those days, Al Capone, the greatest Carthaginian of all, was learning his trade on these pavements, and Frankie Yale himself was cut precisely in half by a machine gun on the corner of Union Street, 2 blocks away. Oh, and there were many here who were justly shot by unjust men. Justice is very important here. But this is Red Hook, not Sicily. This is the slum that faces the bay on the seaward side of Brooklyn Bridge. This is the gullet of New York swallowing the tonnage of the world. And now we are quite civilized, quite American. Now we settle for half, and I like it better. I no longer keep a pistol in my filing cabinet. And my practice is entirely unromantic. My wife has warned me, so have my friends. They tell me that people in this neighborhood lack elegance, glamour. After all, who have I dealt with in my life? Longshoremen and their wives and fathers and grandfathers, compensation cases, evictions, family squabbles, the petty troubles of the poor. And yet, every few years there's still a case. And as the parties tell me what the trouble is, the flat air in my office suddenly washes in with the green scent of the sea. The dust in the air is blown away, and the thought comes that in some Caesar's here, in Calabria perhaps, or on the cliff of Syracuse, another lawyer, quite differently dressed, heard the same complaint, and sat there as powerless as I, and watched it run its bloody course.